Hi, this is Simon from CramTheExam. In this video we're going to have a look at the answers to the exercise which you can find in the link just below this video. But before we have a look at the exam question, first of all I'd like to say that these excellent materials were found at flojo.com, which is the place on the web for Cambridge exam preparation. So after you check your answers, go to flojo.com to do more exam questions. Okay, the exam question. Did you do the exam question and exam conditions? Have you got the text and answers in front of you now? Did you have a look at the links in the description below, which gives you excellent help and advice about how to do the question? Okay, then let's have a look at your answers. Nice and easy start to question number 1. If we have a look before the gap, we can see that there's an article, which is the, but we don't know the noun to which that article refers. Just before the gap, we've got an adjective, but we don't know the noun that that adjective is modifying. After the gap, we've got an of structure, and that is a pattern which commonly follows, you guessed it, nouns. What noun do we need here? Population. Question number 2. Easy language pattern, a demand on plus noun. We've got an adjective before the gap, and once again we don't know what that adjective is modifying, which is another clue that we need a noun here. What's the noun of the stem word? Consumption. Question 3, easy peasy once again. Before the gap we've got our article, we don't know the noun to which that article refers. After the gap we've got an of structure, and as we know from question 1, of structures very often follow nouns. What noun do we need here? Development. For question number 4, after the gap we can see that we've actually got our noun here. So if we've got a gap before a noun, this is a great indicator that we're going to need an adjective of some kind, because as we know, adjectives modify nouns. Before the gap we've got another adjective, and we've got an adverb which modifies that adjective, so we can see that we've got an adjective string before this noun. In other words, adjective, adjective, noun. What's the adjective of the stem word? Growth. For question number 5, there's a couple of things to be aware of. First of all, we've got the language pattern, the use of plus noun, and we don't have the noun to complete that language pattern. Also, if we have a look before the gap, we can see that we've got two adjectives which are joined by a conjunction, but we don't have the noun that those adjectives are modifying. So it's pretty clear here that we need a noun. But whenever we've got a choice of forming a noun from a stem word, we've always got to work out, do I need a plural form or do I need a singular form? Well, here you could choose either the singular form or the plural form, because the plural form highlights the fact that there are lots and lots of different treatments available, but the singular use of the noun talks about treatment in a general sense, which also is absolutely fine in this particular context. So here the answer is can be both treatment and treatments. For question number 6, we've got a language pattern here which is many people what, and this what is a verb. If we have a look after the gap, we can see that there's a preposition, which means that there's a phrasal verb of some kind. But it's a bit tricky, because if we have a look at the stem word, we can see that the stem word is a verb. Well, here we've got to turn back to the context, and the context tells us that this is going to be a negative form of the verb. So the answer here is disagree. For question number 7, there are two things that tell us that this is going to be a noun. First of all, we've got an adjective before the gap, and we don't know the noun that that adjective is modifying. And also we've got a possessive pronoun, a plural possessive pronoun, and that has to have a noun of some kind. Of course, that noun is not there. So what is the noun of the stem word? Existence. For question number 8, let's have a look at the language pattern. The language pattern is to give emphasis to something. Well, we know what that something is. It's a noun phrase, which is farming methods. So here, because the gap is before the noun phrase, it makes sense that this is going to be an adjective of some kind. What kind of farming methods? Well, we're talking about alternative farming methods. Okay, I hope you managed to get most, if not all, of the answers correct. If you'd like to see more videos which cover the free and public available exam questions on the internet, then check out our Facebook page and YouTube channel. If you want to do exam questions from the leading course books like Gold, Expert and Ready 4, then please go to CramTheExam.com, where, for the cost of 1 hour's work with a teacher, you can get a month's access to all the video teaching resources for all of the course books we have on the site. That's right, one small monthly payment and access to everything. at cramtheexam.com.